Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the gravel road, I found your scarf of faded blue 'neath the evening's amber glow. Whispers of the wind through the canyon calling soft and slow. Memories like dust kicked up, where did those old dreams go? But the rain forgot to fall here, leaving the earth cracked, my heart's echo clear. Underneath the vast prairie sky, I'm just a silhouette, holding on to a sun that set in a place the rain forgot. We danced on creaking wooden porches to a tune only we could hear. Now the cabin's empty, love's footprints disappear. The trail we walked is overgrown, each step a ghost of years. And the wildflowers you love, they don't bloom without your tears. Yes, the rain forgot to fall here. The creeks run dry, no reflection to peer. Just a lone star fading from the night. I regret every word I never said in the lands the rain forgot. Time's a ruthless rider, gallops while we try to hold on tight. Every whisper of the past, a firefly in the night. But love, it seems, burns like an old ghost light, flickering forever in my sight. Still the rain forgot to fall here. Each drop that skips a swallowed tear. I wander through forgotten gates, a pilgrim of regret, lost in echoes of your silhouette, in the place the rain forgot. So I saddle up at dawn beneath the sky, too wide to mend, ride the shadow trails where our summers found their end. And if by chance the rain remembers, let it cleanse. But tonight I'm just a whisper where the rain forgets to bend.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grew, she laughed under sunsets, painting skies a dusty hue. Her scarf a streak of crimson against the fading light, lingers in my memory like the last whisper of night. Old Porch Creek with secrets as we watch stars align, her whispers in the wind forever etched in time. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam, echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Years have turned like pages in a book worn and read. The oak tree stands alone. The daisy's long since dead. Rain taps on the saddle where she once sat by me. Now it's just a leather throne for dust and memories. The trails we blazed together, now faded, overgrown, left me wandering these hills, a cowboy all alone. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty, like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Sometimes in the silence, for the dawn breaks anew, I swear I feel her presence in the chill of the dew. Yet every sunrise teaches what I didn't know I'd miss. The warmth of her goodbye, the eternity in her kiss. Her goodbye whispers soft as shadows in the gloam, a melody of heartache, the anthem of my own. As twilight claims the heavens and I settle in the night, her love's a distant echo, a fading trail of light. Underneath the starry sky, where dreams dare not lie, her whispers guide me still on this lonely cowboy ride.
Out where the oak tree shadows fall like whispers, across the old porch where we share that final kiss, there's an empty cabin on the edge of silence, where my heart still lies in crumbled reminisce. Wind through the doorway spins old tales of glory, dust from the trail where once our dreams did roam. The sun dips low just like the day you left me, in the twilight of our love's abandoned home. Love sleeps in the quiet places under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps but it never dies as the night claims the sunset's flames, in every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes. In the silence I still hear your name. Gravel roads, they whisper of your footsteps. The rain recalls the tears that we once shed. An old scarf holds the scent of your laughter, fading slowly on the chair beside our bed. We spoke of love as if it lasts forever, but forever's just a moment passing through. Now I wander lost, a ghost in empty spaces, Every corner of this world echoes with you. Love sleeps in the quiet places under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps, but it never dies as the night claims the sunset's flames. In every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes, in the silence I still hear your name. So here's to the dreams on which the dusk is falling, to the whispered goodbyes and the time we borrow, and the heart that hopes beyond the grasp of sorrow, that finds the strength to greet another morrow. Love sleeps where the wild river bends, in the echoes of a lonesome endless sky. I'll carry you in verses till my journey ends, in the melody that never says goodbye. Oh, love sleeps, but it never dies, caught between the earth and open blue, with every sunset that the dark embraces. In the quiet, I'm still loving you. On the ridge where the oak trees shadow the dusty trail, my hat tipped low hid the eyes that once told tales. There's a scarf you left, it's faded red by the porch of pine. A whisper to the wind, your laugh trails off, no longer mine. But the hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. There's an empty cabin where the gravel roads wear thin. I trace my steps, but they don't lead me back to where we begin. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks like the dry riverbed. Each stirrup swing a reminder of all the words we never said. The hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. Underneath the weeping willow, I finally understand. The branches bow in sorrow to the rhythms of the land. Each leaf that falls, a memory lost to time and to youth, a silent testament to the quiet, enduring truth. The hat said nothing as twilight took its claim. Stars peering down, somehow knowing your name. In the quiet of the plains, where the cold whispers roam, the hat said nothing, but it whispered you home. So it goes under the vast unyielding night. The hat says nothing, but feels everything in the fading light. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where you carved our names so wild and free, the wind whispers through the leaves, a silent chill beneath that oak. Unspoken words stood still. A scarf you left hangs on the porch, faded by sun, a gray weather torch, reminding me of the laughter now silent and shrill, where once we danced. Unspoken words stood still. Oh, how the prairie moon wept in vain over gravel roads where echoes speak your name. Each sunset dips in colors you once adored, but you're a memory, a shadow, nothing more. Saddles gather dust in an empty room, like my heart in corners where cobwebs loom. Paths we rode, now overgrown against my will. In this quiet town, unspoken words stood still. The rain taps soft on the old cabin's glass, each drop a tear from the storms that pass. They speak of times your warmth could fill, now they're just rain, and unspoken words stood still. Oh, how the prairie moon wept in vain over gravel roads where echoes speak your name. Each sunset dips in colors you once adored, but you're a memory, a shadow, nothing more. If silence were a river wide and deep, I'd sail it quiet where lost loves sleep. But mine flows through the canyon against the grain, through wild lands where my heart remains. So here I stand, where the old oak sighs, a lone figure beneath vast unending skies. The prairie moon still weeps, but I implore for quiet peace, where unspoken words soar. Echoes of you like the wind forever will haunt these lands where unspoken words stood still. In the valley where the shadows meet the light, there's an oak tree carved with names that winds have slide. Beneath its boughs we swore on endless stars, in that quiet town where dreams weren't far, where the porch wood creaked under our worn out boots, and love was wild, uncontested, absolute. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew, echoing the love I knew. Now the saddle's worn, the trails have overgrown, gravel roads lead to cabins made of stone. The scarf you left still smells of rain and pine, a tangled memory in this broken line. The town just like my heart, in rhythm slow. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew, echoing the love I knew. On the horizon where the earth kisses the sky, I've learned love's a journey where some parts must die. A whisper in the canyon, a soul learning to fly. Letting go ain't the same as saying goodbye. Oh, how silence fell apart in the breaking of my reluctant heart as the stars watch over from where they always start. I roam these lands with your memory as my chart. Every sunset bleeds into a night so true, carrying the love I knew, carrying the love I always knew. So I sing to the winds, to the mountains high, a ballad of a cowboy under this vast unyielding sky. Silence never stays, it just transforms, it parts in the echoes of hooves, in the beating of broken hearts. In the shadow of the lonely oak, where whispers dress the dawn, I found a rusty locket buried neath the leaves long gone. It held a tuft of golden hair, like sunset trapped in time, each strand a soft reminder of no longer mine. Oh, rusty locket waits on the edge of silent plains, holding memories like the desert holds the rains, and every gust of lonely wind through empty cabin strays, singing songs of what we lost as the daylight fades away. We rode through storms and summer skies on trails of dust and bloom, your scarf a splash of color against the endless loom. The seasons turned as they always do, and you couldn't stay. Left a worn out saddle and our dreams to fade away. Oh, rusty locket waits on the edge of silent plains, holding memories like the desert holds the rays, and every gust of lonely wind through empty cabin strays, and singing songs of what we lost as the daylight fades away. Now I wander through the ghost towns, past the porches worn with time, each step a heavy echo of the bells that used to chime. Maybe all that's left is the whisper of the pines, telling me to let go, like the fading of old signs. Oh, rusty locket waits, clinging to the past embrace, underneath the oak tree's ancient solemn grace, and every leaf that falls is like a tear from heaven's face, leaving trails of what once was in the silence of this place. rusty locket, close your clasp, keep safe what has to be. I'll ride into the sunset where my heart can roam free. Yet in the quiet of the night, when the stars begin to gleam, your memory holds me tight, more than just a dream.
Shadow of oak trees, where our initials carved deep, stands an old wooden cabin where my memories seep. The porch creaks under footsteps that echo a tune of days when the sun set at the dust of moon. Silence haunts the valley where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold. Night air carries secrets of your love grown cold. We rode past the rivers, trails lined with gold. Your scarf in the breeze, bold and uncontrolled. But seasons turn sharply, as did your resolve. Now gravel roads stretch where our dreams used to evolve. Silence haunts the valley where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold, and the night air carries secrets, your love grown cold. By the old weeping willow, I let my heart speak. The saddle's worn leather, now frail and weak. Rain washes your essence from the earth it drains. Only the scent of pine lingers where my heart remains. Silence haunts the valleys where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold, and the night air carries secrets of your love grown cold. So I wander these hills under skies vast and blue, with a heart heavy with echoes and memories of you. The silence will haunt me as I lay down to rest in the wild lands you love, with you still in my chest.
In the shadow of the oak where the river bends, your laughter echoed under sunlit ends. We carved our names on the gnarled old bark, promises made in the moment's start. The breeze held tales in the whispering leaves of love as boundless as the dusk conceives. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my heart lies. Underneath that twilight glow, lost love whispers soft and low. Every sunset paints your face in the empty air I trace. Now the oak tree stands but alone it weeps, for the river changed courses did our dreams. The cabin's empty, the porch swings idle, scars left behind now nature's bridle. Gravel roads where we used to tread flood with the rains of words unsaid. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my spirit dies. Beneath that endless starry throw, silent songs to you I owe. Every raindrop sings your name in the heart's ceaseless flame. On the trail where the wildflowers hide, I ride along without you by my side. With every hoofbeat echoes the pain of a love as wide as a golden plain. Time may heal us, so they say, but your echo in the wind won't fade away. Morning sky where echoes lie, in the dust where my memories fly. Underneath that endless dome, I wander heartless, lost from home. Each setting sun lets your shadow dance in the twilight's cruel, sweet expanse. Oh, morning sky, keep her echo nigh till the stars all fall and the rivers dry.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, an old house stood and weathered and free. The windows like eyes and heavy with tales, echoes of laughter, old love and wails. I'd tie my mare to the creaking rail, her breath a mist, her cold winter pale. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house rode through shadows and all. Years rolled like dust down a gravel road, her scarf in my pocket, weight of untold. The porch where we danced, now
quiet and cold. Memories fading like silver turned old. Where laughter rang, now only the winds moan. An empty saddle, I ride alone. Well, that old house, it knew my heart. Each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house road through shadows and all. Beneath the vast, endless sky's hue, I understand now truths few knew. Love's not just the sun, but the rain and the dew. And parting's a path, old but feels new. So that old house, keep my dreams. Wrapped in the silence, sewn at the seams. With every sunset that paints the plains, part of me there forever remains. Oh, that old house, the keeper of my soul's refrains. Rode through the heartache, the memories, the pains.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity, the wind flew with her scarf so light across the plains to the night. We watched the sunset paint the skies, her laughter mingled with my sighs. In that quiet town where time slows, only the wind truly knows. Oh, the wind flew with my heart in tow, through dusty trails where wildflowers grow. Her whisper haunts these empty streets, in every gust that my longing meets. These gravel roads, they know my sins, where love ended and life begins. Oh, the wind flew with a touch so kind, left me a shadow 2 steps behind. Now the porch swing sways, but it's worn and gray, remnants of rain from a bygone day. The cabin empty like the echo of her voice, in the silence my heart's devoid. Each sunset bleeds into starless nights, where once we dreamed beneath pale moonlight. That oak tree stands, but the names fade as time claims the promises we made. Oh, the wind flew with my dreams so wild, through rugged paths once walked as a child. Her whisper haunts these open gates, any shadow that my soul awaits. These fading trails, they curve and bend, where beginnings blurred into an end. Oh, the wind flew with her smile so bright, now I'm just a whisper in the night. If love is a journey through storms and calm, why does her memory serve as my balm? Across these lands my regrets are sown, underneath skies forever unknown. Oh, the wind flew and I tried to grasp the scent of her hair and our love's last gasp. Her whisper haunts this broken heart on lonely trails we're worlds apart. These quiet towns, they soak up my cries, where the wind flew with her goodbye. Oh, the wind flew and left me here, holding on to love forever near.
On a cold morning road through dusty trails of sage, where the oak by the river marks the age. Once we danced under stars without no care, your laughter, a melody in the air. But the stars fade like memories worn and thin, and that cold morning wind whispers of sin. Lost love's a shadow on these plains so vast. In the heart of a cowboy nothing lasts. The cabin stands empty on the gravel road, the porch where we swore our forever code. But time's cruel hand tore your scarf from my grasp. Now it's just me and the moonlight to clasp. Yes, the stars fade like memories worn and thin, and that cold morning wind whispers of sin. Lost love's a shadow on these plains so vast. In the heart of a cowboy nothing lasts. On that porch I see us in the setting sun, dreams like wild horses I never outrun. Your echo in the canyon like a rain-soaked kiss. Oh, what foolish hearts birth sorrows like this. So the stars keep fading, night's curtain drawn, and that cold morning wind keeps riding on. But the ghost of your whisper on the breeze always past. In the heart of this cowboy, some things too deep to outlast. Riding on under these skies so vast, love like the wind Through my fingers it passed.
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang in the air, I found her scarf, a ghost in the wind, fluttering without care. Wild land sprawled rugged and vast, beneath endless blue. In that quiet town by the creek, our love once grew. Oh, my hollow heart drifts on a dusty trail, underneath the sunset, where dreams and sorrows sail. Each step away from her, the earth moans soft and low, carrying my burden where only the lost winds know. Lonely porch swings creak, memories in each sway. Her laughter echoes in the valley, then fades away. Old cabin by the hill stands empty, doors ajar, like my heart vacant under the evening star. Oh, my hollow heart drifts on a dusty trail, underneath the sunset, where dreams and sorrows sail. Each step away from her, the earth moans soft and low, carrying my burden where only the lost winds know. Rain washed the old roads, but not the trace of her touch. I wander with the rivers, but they flow too much. In the quiet of the night, with the stars speaking soft, I reckon my losses and the times we've lost. Oh, my hollow heart drifts, never to reclaim. Every whisper in the wind still calls her name, with each sunset that bleeds like the tears I've cried. This cowboy rides alone with his heart untied. Oh, the trails I've walked, the places I've been, still carry the echo of our lost dreams. Oh, my hollow heart drifts, maybe it's right to love the ghost of you each lonesome night.
Out on the back road drifts by the oak tree's mighty bend, where the sunset paints the dust, I recall your scarf of red. We danced beneath the stars on that rough old wooden porch. Your laughter mingled with the breeze in those days before the scorch. And oh, how the winds cry out your name along the lonesome prairie where my heart lays claim. Each dusty trail a line from a forgotten song, and back road drifts, my love, is where you belong. Years wore down the leather of my saddle and my skin.
Gravel roads took you away with the rains that rolled in. That old porch now creaks alone, cabin's empty of your light. I wander with the shadows that stretch into the night. Oh, how the winds cry out your name. In the silence of the wild, does the echo feel the same? Each withered oak a testament to dreams we can't revive. On back road drifts, my dear, our love no more to thrive. The rivers never ask the mountains about their missing snow. Why then do I seek your warmth in every cold wind's blow? An old scarf left behind on a branch it gently sways, a token of the past in the twilight of our days. So listen to the wind, hear it sing the saddest hymns of a cowboy lost in time. In the back road drifts dim whims, but every sunset's fire and each trail's dusty end brings me back to you and the heart I can't mend. As the guitar strums its final sorrowful note, the scene fades out over the desolate, beautiful expanse of the prairie, the sun dipping below the horizon, leaving behind the colors of memories and the shadows of what once was.
Screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board. Now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burned red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair, don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah. This old house don't feel like timber. It breathes, it aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill. The rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen bay still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch, like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all our storms and all our embers, the way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back to yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember burning slow. It still remembers.
I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch that still remembers.
In the shadow of an old oak tree we swore, under its leaves our love would endure. By the creek where the wild horses roam free, I carved our names for eternity. But now that oak whispers low in the wind, the creek's a mirror, broken thin. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze, through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. The porch still creaks where you danced in the rain. Your laughter's ghost, all that remains. The saddle sits dusty, the scarf you wore, frayed at the edges from the days of yore. Now each twilight paints regret in my mind for the wild lands we left behind. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze, through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. Now the trails fade where we once rode, under starlit skies our story is told. And in the silence of this wandering life, I find the strength to face this strife. Yes, your voice fades, but in my heart a fire, a stubborn spark of undying desire. Through the whispering winds, your laughter I chase, and every sunset I still see your face. Oh, how your voice fades, yet forever stays, a lingering warmth in the cold, empty graves.
Out by the oak, where the wild river's been, under the shadow of peaks where we lay, there's an old cabin, walls whispering past, cracked frame carved with your name, now weathered and gray. Leather saddle hanging, untouched, sways with the breeze. Each creak a tale of the days gone, whispered soft through the trees. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, dancing with dust where our dreams used to lie. I'm just a ghost in these boots, walking alleys of empty towns with no goodbye. Oh, love is a flame that still burns, not extinguished, in the heart of a cowboy with skies ever white. Sunsets bleed memories, each day undistinguished, on gravel roads with my loneliness to ride. Remember the rain on the old porch in spring, the scent of the wet earth, a new scarf round your neck. Now the porch swing hangs silent, no laugh to echo, just shadows of footsteps in the dusk that we trek. Gone the laughter that mingled with the thrum of the skies, only footprints on paths where the echo of my sorrow lies. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, dancing with dust where our dreams used to lie. I'm just a ghost in these boots, walking alleys of empty towns with no goodbye. Oh, love is a flame that still burns, not extinguished, in the heart of a cowboy with skies ever white. Sunsets bleed memories, each day undistinguished, on gravel roads with my loneliness to ride. And I've learned that the hardest trails are walked alone. Fading footprints, the only proof of where love had once flown. By the creek under stars, all that was is now never. But in the heart of the land, you remain forever. Oh, how the wind cries your name through the valley, echoing softly a melancholy sigh. This lonesome cowboy keeps riding, not tallying each tear with a reason, each silent sky. Yes, love is a tale told when firelights low, cast on the walls of a heart where it never lets go. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, there's a flannel shirt hanging, torn by the wind's wing. It was hers when the sunsets painted our dreams on the back of my saddle through whispering streams. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Now the cabins lay empty, the fires burn low, gravel roads less traveled. Where does the old love go? Once danced under starlight, now shadows confine, where the echo of our footsteps on the old porch pines. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, a memory of her kiss.
In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Under the vast prairie sky, I confess to the breeze, her scent in the scarf that the cold evening sees. A rider alone by lone stars overhead, holding on to a love long silent and dead. Yes, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, and I've aged with the oaks, shedding old silent tears. Yet her warmth's in the weed, through the winds that persist, in the heart of a cowboy where her memory exists.
Out where the oak tree cast long shadows on a dusty cobblestone maze, there's a cabin with a porch that's weathered every storm, every sun-baked day. She laughed there, soft like the summer rain, echoing across the plains where wildflowers sway. Her laugh listened to my heart's quiet song, in a world where right often loses to wrong. The sunset weaves through the sky's vast quilt, her laughter's the home these memories build. Now the gravel road stretch empty, the town's old laughter a whispered ghost. That oak tree's older, heart carved deeply, names fading, love's boast now lost most. The scent of pine, the dust on my boots, every step away from her my roots. Her laugh listened to my heart's quiet song, in a world where right often loses to wrong. The sunset's embers die in the chill, her laughter's the ghost these hills still fill. Under the vast starlit dome I roam, each star memory, the sky her tone. Rivers wander, but to the sea they know, like my heart to her laugh, forever it goes. Her laugh listened, oh how it knew the ties that bind the pain of the true. As night claims the colors from the sky's last light, her laughter's the echo in the winds of the night.
in the shadow of the oak, where our names were once told. Leather boots side by side, yours were new, mine were old. We watched the sun bleed its gold over hills soft and bold. But your laughter's now a whisper in the prairie's windy fold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your echoing ghost, where the wind talks in sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. Saddle sits untouched, it's weathered by the storm. In the cabin where your scar flies, tattered and forlorn. Old porch creaks underfoot like it mourns the morn. Since the day you left, it's just shadows I adorn. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your echoing ghost, where the wind talks in sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. There's a quiet in the rain, a melody unsung, of gravel roads not taken, and words we left unstrung. I roam through fading trails where our rivers once flowed. Now I understand, some love's too heavy a load. So I'll walk these vacant lands where our memories rove, with boots turned cold in the absence of love. Yes, these boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone. A cowboy's heart wanders, forever withdrawn. Oh, these boots have turned cold, but the journey's not old. In the silence of the sunset, where our story